Look at my little panther. Look at Tevi, king of the wild. What's up, you wild creature? If I make a move towards him, he'll leap into the guava tree. He's just chill now. Wah! Wah! Plus his fetch too. Come here. Come here, Tevi. Come here. Psst. Hey. Hey. Come on. All right. Well, that didn't work. Look at my little panther. He'll actually scale the jujube tree, even though there's thorns covering the tree. He can definitely manage it, right? Right, you little panther? Right, you little scamperer? This is our morning routine. He actually gets me up and active. Sometimes when I'm chasing him around in the garden, I'm reminded of that scene from The Godfather when Marlon Brando collapses chasing his grandson with the tomato squirter. This is a leftover from my last failed attempt at keeping an animal when I went to the SPCA and got a foster pity mix, who, as you can tell, well, as you can see here, I can't keep this place fenced in, so me keeping a dog is just not going to work. And unfortunately, the dog got loose one day, ran down after a lady whose dog started barking and fighting my dog to protect his owner, and my dog promptly chewed that dog up, and it cost me $5,000 in vet bills, and the dog died, and I felt horrible. And now here's my second wild creature. Also black. Black pity mix. Black cat. And I'm the man in black as well. There you go. Get it. So anyways, we had a bit of a scare. Some of the neighbors had been getting together and wondering whose black cat is this, because he visits their yards. And one has a small dog that he likes to terrorize. And so they were planning to do something about Tevi. And I started informing neighbors that a black cat's been visiting me, and I've been feeding it and trying to socialize it. And they told me that here in the HOA, pets aren't allowed to roam free. And I can't keep Tevi in because he's a feral cat to begin with. I'm socializing him. I'm trying to get him used to the inside. But still, I gotta let him out. I mean, look at him running around, being joyous, running around, chasing, hunting. I can't deny him that. So I was thinking, well, in all best interests, so I don't further piss off my neighbors, because I pretty much am already on 2 strikes because of what my former dog did. So I really don't have much left as far as length of rope or whatever that phrase you're saying is. So I figured I'll take him to the SPCA. I'll surrender him as a neighborhood or community cat. There's a program here that the SPCA does. If a feral cat comes by and you want to get rid of it, or you want to do something with it, then you surrender it to the SPCA. They will neuter or spay the cat. They will vaccinate it, and they will put a notch in its ear, and that lets you know that it's a community cat, and they return that community cat to where it was found, and that's pretty much solves the issue. That's how they solve overcrowding in shelters. There's no use trying to keep a feral cat in a shelter. It will go crazy, it will be stressed out, and it's more likely to sicken and its condition get progressively worse if you try and keep it in a shelter. So with feral cats, they just spay, neuter them, vaccinate them, and return them to where they're found. So anyways, I noticed Tevi has a notch on his right ear. And so sure enough, when I took him in, they said that he's already been marked, so he's already spayed and neutered, and he's a community cat. And so they will not take him in, they will not relocate him. I'm to return him to where I found him, and guess where I found him? That's where I found him. So he is now returned to his natural habitat, and he's free to roam because he is a community cat, and this is the community that he's part of. And so now, Tevi's still mine. But not in name. I cannot put a chip in him. If I put a chip in him, then he's designated mine, and if he keeps being found outdoors and bothering people, I could be fined. I could have him taken away from me. He could be put in a shelter, and if not adopted out, he could be euthanized. So I'm not going to chip him. I'm not going to claim him. He's just a community cat. And by the laws that we have here, community cats must always be returned to where they're found. So that's the latest update on Tevi. Give one little final shot of him playing in the wild. What you doing, Tevi? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you my baby? Yes, you are.